What's up everyone? This is Dani for danicctutorials. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you how to make this mermaid Minnie Mouse. Before we start the video, I wanted to let you guys know that next week I will bring another Disney tutorial if this video gets to 100 likes. So please don't forget to give me a little like, and also on the end of the video I will leave 3 options for the videos that's coming next week so you guys can pick. So leave me a comment and let me know your pick. Don't forget to subscribe and press that bell button to get any notifications on new videos, and let's jump to that. We are going to start with the foam. I'm using a little bit of aluminum foil. I do want to make a mess with styrofoam, but if you want it, it's just fine. And I am going to mix white and black to start making the little gray marble effect for the rock. The little trick for this is don't mix too much, because if you mix too much you're gonna lose that marble effect, and then you're just gonna have gray. So try to mix them but not over mix, and then when you open try to use as once, don't try to do it again, or just get more white and more black and mix them. I'm gonna cover the whole aluminum foil. I kind of measure the size I wanted the rock to be, and I'm gonna get all the excess of the clay to the bottom of my rock. I like to make the bottom. I don't like to leave aluminum foil on the bottom because it just looks ugly. So but nobody looks in the bottom, right? I guess, but I just want to show what I do. And then I'm using this very electric neon yellow, and I'm just making little balls and to make those little corals and all the sea life then stuck on the rock. And this is the perfect tool for this. Since my Dory snow globe video, everybody is asking where I found this tool. I found it on Amazon, and I will leave the link down below. I'm just using the mold to make a star because it makes my life easier, but I have also videos to showing how to make stars without the mold if you don't have it or you don't want to buy it. And then I'm just going over and just giving a little like polka dotty style because it looks more seashell like star than just like, for example, Care Bears stars, if that making sense for you guys. And now we're gonna make this teardrop kind of twisted at the end, and then I'm just gonna mark to make the bottom flippers of her tail. We're gonna need both of them. Try to make them both at the same size. And I'm using green. I mix a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow and white to get this kind of light green. So we're going just with something straight. If you don't have this tool, you can use a toothpick. And I am going to just flip the end of the teardrop shape up, and then we're gonna place where I want the end of her tail to be, and push in the middle right there on the top, because we're gonna have the second part of her tail. And now we're gonna make this long kind of like a tube, but it's gonna be thicker on one side and goes thinner on the end, and I'm just gonna fold it like she is sitting on the rock. So it's gonna have like the half part of her upper body, and then like it was a legs and the legs, but it's not a leg, it's just the flippers. But I want her sitting down on the rock. You can also the same way use that and put her lying on the rock, but you just need a bigger rock, I guess. But we're gonna place there, put it the way you want her to be sitting, and just be sure then the green tail is really stuck on the rock. And I'm using a little bit of flower wire to be sure then everything is gonna be the same place I want, and then this clay or fondant or polymer clay, whatever you're using, doesn't move when it dries. If you're using polymer clay, this is gonna go to the oven, so you really need to use the alum foil and the wire. You can use toothpicks as well, but you cannot use a styrofoam. So always remember to adapt your materials with the things, the clay or the material you use. And now I'm just using the back part of this cutter, this little circle cutter tool. If you don't have that, a straw end is gonna work just fine. And we're gonna go the whole thing on her tail. Try to make it like you making the intercalate, like two and one in the middle, you know, just to look more like a fish scale kind of thing. Just like that. And as I told you in the beginning of this video, please give me a thumbs up if you like it, if you want to see more Disney tutorials. And then at the end of the video, I will give you like 3 different options of the video that can be next week. And I made a little teardrop shape, and I squished down the bottom to make it a little flat, to make it the upper body, and I'm already putting in place. Being sure that it's very stuck on my wire. And I open a snake and I flat a little bit in green to put it like the top part of her tail and give the finishing between the green and the black. And now I just push down in the middle to give it this little shoulder effect. And we are going to make 2 rows, very skinny for the arms. I am covering a ball with clay. I'm using, I think it's the 40 millimeters ball. If you don't have any ball, styrofoam ball, you can use aluminum foil as well. And 2 circles and flatten out for the ears. Now I made a teardrop shape and I flatten out, and then in the bottom part I'm cutting in the middle, so we kind of making a heart. I showed different videos from Minnie and Mickey tutorials on my channel. If you want to make that with the cookie cutter and a heart shape, that worked just fine. But I wanted to show you guys then you don't need to have all the cutters, you don't need to have all the tools to be able to do it. And then I'm gonna cut at the bottom part because I don't need that. The only trick here is try to make both sides be kind of similar and the same size. And I am cutting in a V shape right there because she is small and I don't want that to be super thick since I cut it with hands, so I'm being sure that my heart shape looks like a heart. And then we're gonna place on the best size side or your ball. Look around to see the best side, then it doesn't have any scratches, fingerprints, things like that. And we make a roll, and then we're gonna squish both sides. So this middle is the nose and the mouth, and the 2 sides then a little squishing like with my fingers are the cheeks. And then we are going to put on the face, and you plug one side, plug the other side, put the nose up, and that's it. Push the excess on the bottom, make that little nose and cheeks come up because she has that little, you know, face always up. And I'm using a little tool, a silicone tool, to make that line disappear, just to make even a little bit more details. If you a beginner and you're just starting now, if you feel like if you're gonna make that you're gonna make more marks than making it better, don't worry about it. I made for years Minnie without smoothing out this line, and looks just cute as it does if you do that. And I'm marking where the nose are going to be as well. Put the nose, a little ball, a little a little oval black ball. And then I'm just making sure that in the bottom side of her mouth, everything is straight and the eyes is still in the same place after I'm moving around. I always go back for a few steps to see if when I'm making the next one, I'm not erasing the one that I just did. And now with the tool, I'm just opening a smile. You can make her smiling or not. I just want to show a different one. If you feel like you don't want her smiling, you can watch as well another mini videos. I will leave down here for you guys below or in this eye here, and you guys can see different faces for Minnie as well. I am pre-making the holes on both sides where the ears are gonna be. I like to do that, then try to put the toothpick and then put the ear to don't lose the shape. So I always pre-make the hole on the head and pre-make the hole on the ears to be sure that I will not lose the shape. Put it on the side, plug in place, and now we are going to make her top part, like her bathing suit. So we need a snake in purple. I'm using purple because the Little Mermaid top is purple, but you can make any color as you want. You can follow any mermaid as you want, but why not follow Little Mermaid, of course. And now I'm making 2 little balls, teardrop shape, flatten out, and we're gonna make the bustier part. I am just going to make a line at the end, push the sides, and the same thing the other side. And now just 3 little lines to mark the shell. And then we're going to place that on her boobies, as my kid says, boobies all the time, just to make the top part of her top. Now I am going to make her hand. I am not going crazy about how many details are gonna be because I decided to put flounder as a flounder. The Little Mermaid, little fishy friend, so she's gonna be holding it, and I don't need to worry about how many details on her hand is, but still we're gonna make the teardrop shape, cut it, you know, the little V, separate the thumb and the rest of the fingers, but I'm not gonna cut any finger or anything. I just made a ball and put it at the end to look like the glove. And we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. I am going to quickly show you how I made flounder. If you want a really like step-by-step tutorial slowly and how to make that the same way that I show Dory and Nemo on the other video, and if you want to know, we can make all Ariel's friends. If that's a thing, this is the first option then you guys can have for this video. So if you're watching into here, you know, then all the fishy friends for Ariel, the crab, the fishy is one of the options, or the Disney tutorial for next week. And I also want to give the second option for you guys, then is Goofy. I'm going crazy. I saw a picture of Goofy is stuck on the fish tank. His head is inside a fish tank, so I wanted to do that. Or there's the same way that I made the globe for Dory, we have the third options, that's the Winnie the Pooh is stuck on the tree on the honey pot. So there are 3 Disney options then you guys can see. First one is Ariel's friends, second one is Goofy on the fish tank, and the third one is Pooh, also in an acrylic ball kind of style. So leave me a little comment down below which option you like the best, and then if we get this video 100 likes, I will post it next week, or even until the end of this week. I will try for you guys and gonna show the really cool tutorial. As I'm talking about the options, you see that I'm making the little flounder very fast. He has a big nose, so I decided to don't try to pull all the clay to his nose, but I actually edit a little bit. And now I'm just using a little bit of blue for his tail, as the same thing of Minnie's hand. He is gonna be the parts of his body almost covered by her hands. but still, if you have time and if you have patience, put the details on it, because even if you're gonna cover, it's gonna make your end result looks even prettier. So always try to put as many details as you can to your piece, because it makes totally the difference at the end. So you see I put the 2 flippers, and then I put the lines in blue, and now I'm making this weird shape that looks like a mohawk, and then we're gonna go all the way from the top of his head to the bottom flipper, and then we are going to cut it to give a little bit of effect, and then it's just cut it in the top of the head, and the body is not cut it by the picture I was looking at him. And now you can see that I'm getting Minnie's hands and putting on him before I put it on her, because it's easier for me to see how she's gonna hold him before I put the head. And then I place the arms. I smooth it out, the arms and the shoulders, so you don't see that seam. And then I am placing the hands to hold the little fishy on her hand, just like that. Now I made another little star to put on her head. I thought it was going to match more than a little bowl, but you can make like a mini bowl with some seashells and things like that. I had that idea after. That's always what happens to me when I watch the video to edit it for you guys. I have more ideas, so we can do that too. And I put the white for the eyes. I'm using this like fluorescent kind of cool powder just to go over. I like to use this powder when I make kind of mermaids, things like it shines like that. And then I'm looking at the Amazon to leave the link down below for you guys too. I got that at AliExpress if you want to look for. And I'm gonna go with my fingers all over just to give the shine when the light reflects on your piece, and looks pretty cute. I actually want to put this powder everywhere because it makes everything so much prettier, but I try to strain myself and just put it there. And then with the little chalk pastel, I'm just going with a little dark green on the shadows parts, so where the flippers, the top flipper go on the top of the bottom flipper, so that will be a shadow. On her body where she's holding the fish will be a shadow, so try to see where the shadow will be and make it a little darker just to give more a 3D effect. And I'm using white to start painting his eyes, and I'm using a pen in black to make her eyes. You can definitely use any acrylic paint as well, just like that. And don't forget to vote for option 1, 2, and 3. I think it's fun because you guys can let me know what you want. Because sometimes everything that you guys send it to me, I write it down, I make a list. So I have, when I'm making new videos, I go to the list, the ones that everybody asks, and I get that and I try to bring for you guys. I'm sorry I cannot bring everything. I know that some things that you guys ask is not here in the channel yet, but I will try to bring as much as I can, the things that you guys want to see. So I'm pretty excited to know what you guys want to see of those 3 options, and then we can make it together. And I'm using a thinner pen just to go over her eyes and then the eyelashes. And we're using a little blue to finish Founder's little blue eyes. I always let it dry before I try to do it again. And then he had a little dark blue on the flippers, and that's what we're doing just to give a little bit more detail. I'm using the same sponge sea moss Then I use for Dory. As I told you, I'm in love with this, and so I'm using all over, putting a little bit next to the stars to give a little bit more charm, and the rocks to give me more details. And I'm using a little blush for her face, and she is done. I love Ariel and I love Minnie, so that was the perfect thing for me to try to make for you guys. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up so we can reach the 100 likes in this video, and next week we can bring one of the 3 options. Option number 1 is all Ariel's friends. Option number 2 is Goofy is stuck on a fish tank, and option number 3 is gonna be Winnie the Pooh with some kind of globe acrylic ball. involved, then I'm not sure yet. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you're learning something new, that you're having fun. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give me that like, and then we can have fun next week. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here with me this whole video, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. See you soon. Bye.